How's it? Welcome back. So I'll address the obvious thing first. What happened to my face? So a good 20 plus years ago, about 18, 19 years old, a little bit after graduating high school, we're out partying one night, drinking with the boys at this beach called Sandy's. A fight breaks out. We lose the fight. And in the process, I lost one of my teeth. So I've been rocking a retainer ever since then. And then a couple of nights ago, I ended up getting like a really bad stomach flu. And then to make that more worse, we had a graduation party that night too. So my stomach was like filled to the brim with food. So I'm trying to go to sleep. My stomach is already pissed, but I figured I would try to sleep through it. Then about 1 a.m. I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna yak my brains out. So I immediately rush to the toilet, instantly start violently like fire hose barfing out of my face. And then at some point in that process, my retainer must have gotten caught up in that. And then I flushed that shit down the toilet. I actually went through like a couple of those episodes before I was lying in bed. And I'm like feeling around in my mouth with my tongue. I'm like, oh my God, my retainer's missing. I must have flushed it. So yeah, that sucks. I'll be looking like this for a good couple weeks to a month probably. I was going to try and get a hold of the dentist today, but today's Memorial Day. So they're probably closed. I'll try to get a hold of them tomorrow to see when's the earliest appointment I could make. But I guarantee at some point within that span of time, I'm going to want to shoot a video. So I figured, what the hell, just get the shit over with and shoot that video right now. Even though I am still rocking a low-grade fever from that damn flu. But anyway, what I thought I would talk about today is a follow-up to the last video I made when I was covering this book right here. Talking about a meditation technique that he calls like the Guaranteed Bliss Meditation. And I was saying in that video that I was going to skip over that technique altogether just because the one time I tried it out, it didn't really work and vibe with me. However, you know, the last couple of days as I was lying in bed suffering with the body aches and all the stuff that came along with this flu, I thought I would give it another try. And it actually seemed to work decently well. So just to recap what that technique is you scan through your body and you try to find one area of your body that feels lighter, as he puts it, but basically feels better than another part that feels heavier or feels worse. And then what you want to do is you want to try and as you exhale with the sound of ha. You want to try exhale that good feeling to the bad feeling area, and it's supposed to make it feel better. So when I was lying in bed, the two main problem areas for me, well, one was like in my upper back, but I wasn't trying it so much on that. Like my low back was pissing me off. And then my quads were really sore too, because the day that I ended up getting sick, like that morning, me and my son went for a long run for the first time in like over a month. We ran for a good like 50 minutes. So my quads were killing me. Whenever I run far, my low back gets really tight too. So that was super bothering me in bed. So when I was doing this whole breathing technique, it actually seemed to work decently well. Now, something that I found kind of helped it work a little bit better. And so you're doing this in time with your breath, right? So when I would inhale, taking like a full belly breath, popping my abdomen out so my lungs can fill up to the maximum possible. Then when I exhale, I would kind of do like a wave with my stomach to kind of at the end, it's kind of sucking in so I can really press all the maximum amount of air out of my lungs. And so as I was timing it with my breath and kind of doing this belly wave with it, it really seemed to work well because as I was blowing down and scanning through my body, like I was blowing the good, like my upper chest area felt okay. So I was trying to blow that down to my lower body. It seemed to work decently well. So, you know, I was happy with it. Granted, it would only work like on the exhale. Then I would inhale and I would feel like crap again and everything would be hurting. But at least on every exhale, I could have that little moment of relief. And so I would do that for like 20 to 30 minutes and then, you know, be done with it and be sore immediately afterwards. So, yeah, it was a nice little like moment of bliss while I was suffering through that shit. But yeah, that's it. Until the next video, keep your meditation practice legit.